100 for 100. The podcast for all you new movie watchers out there. I have taken 100 films that I think that anybody's dipping their toes trying to get into the movie watching world. These are the movies that you should probably start out with, in my opinion. And then I took those movies and I ranked them. I racked and stacked them because it seemed like a good idea at the time, so I did it. How successful did I get it? Well, I only get called names on Twitter maybe once or twice a day, so I assume I'm doing a good enough job with it. Each one of these movies is accompanied by a 100-word review. And that's how you get the name of this joint, 100 for 100. It all makes sense. Yesterday, we talked about number 77's Batman, 1989, directed by Tim Burton, and how it kind of helped change the course of the character Batman for years to come. That's led us up to the year 2020. I think that 1989 Batman had a large assistance, we'll say that, in setting the character on this way. But that was yesterday. Today, we are on number 76. And number 76 is Train to Busan, 2016 joint directed by Young Sang-ho. Train to Busan is some wild business, yo. So let's get into this 100-word review that I have for Train to Busan. A refreshing return to a genre that had been ran into the ground. Train to Busan is a zombie apocalypse film that exceeds all expectations. Director Young Sang-ho took a concept as horrifying as a zombie outbreak and increased the terror by setting it in a confined space. Borrowing from similar films' concepts of the fast zombie, the action is constant, only slowing to give the viewers a moment to reset and develop character. Taking pains to feature both characters worth rooting for and characters worth rooting against, Train to Busan is a unique thrill ride from start to finish. Literally a thrill ride from start to finish. And I say that genre that has been ran into the ground. Boy, did they really run zombies into the ground. Well, why would you say that started? I guess it kind of started with Walking Dead. When Walking Dead got big, Shaun of the Dead had come before Walking Dead, though. Right? Yeah, Shaun of the Dead came before Walking Dead, but yeah, when Walking Dead got big, that's when zombies got big. And that's when you started getting stuff like the Zombie Survival Guide and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and stuff like that. Your I Am Legends, your World War Z's, both the book and the movie. And Warm Bodies. And there was just a glut, not to mention Walking Dead, and then the spinoff Walking Dead, and then the other spinoff Walking Dead. It's a glut of zombie-related material, running a bit concurrently with the glut of vampire material we had at the same time. I'm surprised no one made a vampires versus zombies movies. I'm surprised Sci-Fi Channel didn't get on that. But yeah, there was a glut of zombie shit, and I was starting to get real tired of it. As far as zombie joints, there's a good number of respectable joints. You got your Living Dead trilogy. You got 28 Days Later. You have Shaun of the Dead. You had Train to Busan. And it was just refreshing to see them doing something else with the zombie genre because it had played itself all the way out. Putting this on a train just to get from point A to point B and following a character that's just trying to get somewhere with his daughter that he's kind of estranged from. So you already set that strange family dynamic. So, the whole time you're like, oh, how's this whole thing going to play out? And then, you get the soccer team, the goofy ass soccer team. I love those guys that come on, and the girl that they're all flirting with, and the guy and his pregnant wife. You immediately start rooting for them. They do a very good job setting these characters up in a very, very small amount of time. The husband of the pregnant wife is instantly a likable character as soon as he comes onto the screen, as is the wife. And then you got the shit characters too. There's the greedy SOBs out there in the world who, if there was an actual zombie outbreak, they would be doing exactly what these people do. And then you set it in a very confined area, and it's just the struggle and the scrape, and that's where the action comes from. It's not your standard everyday action, because these aren't your Stallones or your Rocks. These are everyday people just trying to find the most creative ways to get out of these horrible situations they've been put in, and they just somehow keep slipping out, but then they keep getting picked off one by one, and I think that third act is a great third act. If you haven't seen Train to Busan, man, as a person who avoided getting on a train to Busan a couple of times during his time in Korea, something tells me I might have made the right choice, because I wouldn't have survived. I'll tell you that much right now. My cardio game ain't up. Check out Train to Busan. Yes, it is a Korean film, because Busan's in Korea, by the way. So yeah, check it out with your subtitles on. Here's your foreign service announcement. Don't ever, if you have the opportunity to go between subs or dubs, if I ever catch you on the dubs, you're cut off. You're cut off from Paprika. Always watch a foreign film with people delivering the lines in the language that it was intended to be heard in. All right, reading all the subtitles, you're not gonna lose any horrible impact in the movie. I need the human eye can read quick enough what's on the screen to still process the images that are being projected onto the screen. All right, go ahead and get your subtitle on and start with number 76, Train to Busan.